On December 26, 1900, 3 men entered the Flannan Isles lighthouse off the coast of Scotland and were never seen again. The next day, a ship was scheduled to arrive with supplies, but when it did, no one was there to unload them. The lighthouse was fully operational, but there was no sign of the 3 lighthouse keepers. Clocks were stopped, meals untouched, oil lamps cleaned. It was as if they'd vanished mid-shift. Now, a storm had been reported that night, but that was strange because the lighthouse logbook showed no such thing. And if there had been a storm, the ship would have been canceled, but there was no record of one in the logbook. So either the ship had sailed in the storm and arrived safely, or the lighthouse keepers had been killed by one and had not recorded it. The following day, another ship went out to investigate. When they arrived, they found a small boat that had come from the mainland, but it was empty. They then went to check on the lighthouse. The door was locked, so they climbed in through a window. Inside, they found everything as if the keepers had just left the room. The fire was burning in the stove, the kettle was on the table, food was in the pantry, their beds were neatly made, clothes were hung up, books were open. On the previous night's watch, the keeper would have been Thomas Marshall, who was 55 years old and had been working at the lighthouse for 16 years. He knew these waters better than anyone. He would have been joined by James Duckett, a 32-year-old keeper who had been at the lighthouse for 4 years, and Donald McCafferty, a 25-year-old keeper who was relatively new to the job. None of them had any known enemies. There were no arguments in the logbook and no history of the lighthouse being under. So where could they have gone? A search was conducted, but no bodies were found and no clues, no answers. What happened to the men in the Flannan Isles lighthouse remains a mystery to this day. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, stay tuned.